everyone, I'm Marie. Today I am back to do another Pokemon drawing video. I will be choosing a random description out of here and I will see if I can draw a design that is anywhere near the actual design of the Pokemon. So today we have Ghastly. Ghastly is a ghost type Pokemon. He's basically a big black orb surrounded by purple smoke. His orb body is almost completely face, with huge anime eyes that extend beyond the bounds of his body, and a huge mouth with a fang on each end. He has no other limbs to speak of. I like this one. I think this one's going to be fun. I like drawing things with no limbs. It's much easier. I'm going to start off with the body, which according to the description is a big black orb. So I'm just going to try to do a nice orb shape. I know this is super rough, but sometimes I just want to get the feeling of it down, and then I'm just going to really roughly etch in some of the smoke. This looks like a little bit more like fire, so I'm going to try to make it a little bit more smoky. I tend to favor drawing wispy smoke, but you should try it however you like. And then next I'm going to do these huge anime eyes, and they extend past the bounds of the body, so I'm going to do that. When I think anime eyes, I think of like the sparkly, like really happy kind of eyes. Next, I'm going to put in the mouth. I'm going to draw just a little loose shape of where I think it could go. I think I'm going to have the mouth go off the body a little bit, or at least be a very exaggerated version of it. Or I think I'm going to have it just on the edge. I'm trying a more cartoony look with this. I just kind of feel like doing something more graphic, and I'm going to do a little like angry eyebrows just because, I don't know, he seems like a cute, angry little boy. And then I will invert the drawing and fix some of the wonkiness here. I think I'm actually going to try to make this more of like a straight on design. Sometimes those feel a little weird to me, but there's something that's nice about that look for this character. Since he is so simple, I don't want to like complicate it more. And I really love those two little vampire teeth that this Ghastly has. And I'll put a little tongue there. It just feels nice. It makes the mouth feel more real to me. And after that, I'm going to go ahead and move forward into clean lines. Drawing a perfectly clean orb shape is always the bane of my existence. I'm lucky that I'm doing this digitally, so I have a lot of leeway. When I do this by hand, it just takes forever, and I just use a color erase pencil and just keep trying till I get it good, and then I'll ink over it and just really hope that it works out. I am struggling to draw this eyeball, and listen, if you're not perfect at doing these like spheres or these perfect circles the way that I am also struggling to, sometimes it's just easier to either duplicate, or you can do this by tracing something. If you can just get the perfect shape that you want on a different piece of paper, there's no shame in using whatever tools are available to you to make it happen. I just really wanted to do a more consistent look for these eyes, so that's what I'm going for. And I'm going to do the little shiny sparkle in the pupils, and then I'm going to do this little bean-shaped mouth. I don't always do the bean mouths. I know they're very controversial, but I think it fits for the vibe of what I'm going for here. I'm definitely going for like cute, creepy, and I think that that works well with this kind of thing. I always make sure to draw the pieces of my design on different layers, so then it's very easy for me to go back in and just erase away the lines without worrying about intersecting other lines that I do need. So if you're doing this digitally, keep that in mind. If you're doing it traditionally, use a color erase pencil and then just erase away after you've inked. And now I'm going to very lightly go through and do the smoke. I think I'm going to do some variations in line way. I'm using my stylus on my iPad very gently to get this kind of smoky vibe in the back here. And I'm trying to make it look more poofy because before it was like very wispy and fiery. But I guess smoke and fire go together, so it kind of works. And I'm pretty happy with this line art. This is a much more cartoony than I think a lot of my other designs are, but I don't know, something about it I like. So listen, if you like what you're drawing and you're happy with it, just go for it. Okay, now it's time to color. The description said that the Ghastly was a big black orb, so I chose a black or very dark shade that's more in the purple range, just so it's all in the same family of color. I also really wanted to color in the eyes so that when I export a PNG, there's something there and it's not just transparent. And I decided on this very, very light purple undertone for the whites of the eyes. It just felt like it fit the color palette. And I always like to choose, whenever I'm picking a white color, I actually like to use just a hint of an actual color. I don't like using pure white for the most part. For the mouth hole area, I don't know how to, the throat, the cartoon throat, I'm going to use this purpley gray shade that I think works well, and then a darker purple for the tongue as well. And I think I'm going to use that black to color in the pupils of the eyes and make sure that I leave those little sparkles very sparkly. I really like coloring or inking digitally this way. I say this in all my videos, but there are definitely more efficient ways to do this. I just genuinely enjoy the masochistic ordeal of doing this the slowest way possible while making a lot of mistakes. So, you know, find what brings you joy in life and just do that. I'm now going to focus on erasing away all of these little extra pieces. You know, normally when I'm inking for the first time, I'm not super clean with it, depending on what layer it's on. Not every layer has to be perfect. Some people are very, very focused and very clean with all of their inking, but I kind of just, it depends on what layer it's on, how neat it needs to be. For the smoke, I'm going to leave a little bit of like a white edge around to give it a sense of depth. I actually don't think I'm going to do any shadows on like a multiply layer or anything on top of this drawing, which I did do for my 2 previous drawings. But for this one, this kind of graphic vibe with a little bit of white at the edge of the smoke to indicate something, it feels right to me. Again, you should do what feels right to you, but I think I'll be happy with this once I'm done with the smoke. I chose a more saturated light purple shade for this. I think it still fits in the family of the colors we chose, but I like the idea of the smoke almost being the highlight, especially since the Ghastly itself is such a dark, desaturated color. Yeah, so there's the smoke. I think that looks pretty solid. I just think I'm going to go through and color the actual whites and sparkles of the Ghastly's eyes pure white. I know what I said earlier, but something about the light purple in the actual eyes just like felt flat to me. All right, so I think I'm happy with this design. I really like how graphic it feels, and I actually really like how the smoke turned out. I think I'm ready to reveal the actual design of a Ghastly. Let's see. Oh my gosh! Okay, that was actually like kind of similar. I added a lot more like the mouth is like more cute. Like my version was more cute, but I did get the kind of like eyes. Like I made the eyes a little bit more like and then my eyes actually like explode off of the face in the same way that these do, but I feel like these eyes are more they feel like they're like at least part of this shape, whereas I definitely think that my eyes very much feels much more graphic. So it's very interesting to see how they did this design. And the smoke that I did, the smoke color, is very similar. Mine looks more like wispy, like almost like fire, I guess. But the color choices are like super similar overall. And I think mine is more like anime eye cute, because I read that description and I thought like, oh, like cute, really bubbly eyes. But I think that I'm pretty happy with my interpretation, and I really, really like that the little teeth, they're always a winner. I really like that both designs have the little teeth in the smile, and yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back in the next video with more of me drawing these different Pokemon based on a description. Feel free to comment below if you want me to draw any of the Pokemon that you're interested in. I will take the description and I will draw exactly what I read. All right, I'll see you all next time. Bye.